Hey, what's going on YouTube? Second video today of update on my tank. As you can see, my scape has changed quite a little bit actually. I took out a lot of the plants. As you can see, a lot of the Italian valves over here, and a lot of the, mostly it's the Italian valves. I took out some of my Luigia repens over here, and I made some space. I got some new plants in. I also gave my Luigia glandifolia a nice little trim. I like this plant. It's looking very nice, as you can see. I got some new plants, as you can see here. I got, what is it called? This is Rotala colorata. Yeah, it's growing in very, very nicely. I got a couple stems of this. I got on the right side, I got Hygrophila. It starts with a P. I'm not sure exactly what the name. I still gotta, work on the pronunciation. And the one next to it here is Rotala macranda, SP mini butterfly, I believe it's called. Or let me know if I'm saying it wrong. I know it's mini butterfly. That's what they refer to it as. The one down here, I can't even pronounce the name, at least not yet. Right here we got Rosifolia. It's a little, a little copperish colors because it's not getting that much sunlight. I'm having problems with my lighting right now. Only 2 of my 6 lights are working, and my ballasts seem to burn out. I have to order some new ones online and get those replaced so I could get at least 4 lights growing, because now these new plants I have. I also here have, there are my 2 wild caught rams. This right here is Crypt Wendy Green Gecko, SP Green Gecko. What else do we have that's new? My Crypt Walkeri Lutea is doing pretty good. My other red crypt over here, my Crypt Wendy here, which is we believe to be Crypt Wendy, is doing pretty good. As you can see, it has the little new guy growing in right there. Let me see if you can see the leaf from this side. There you go. Oh, there's my cherry barb. Yeah, he was a little shy guy before. Now he wants to be in front of the camera. He's like, "Are you gonna feed me?" Yes, I will feed you soon. I just got home from work. Sorry I'm making a video in the daytime. Usually by the nighttime I forget, and I know it's the best time to make the night. All the plants are pearling. They're at the end of their photo period. The sunlight is not in the way, so there's no glare in my tank. But what can I do? This is when I remember to make a video, and I'm pumped up to make a video, so decided to give it a go. So my purple kabamba here, I'm not sure if they're growing nicely or not. I've always had a problem with this plant. I can grow pretty much anything except this one, but now it seems like I finally got the formula right, and it's looking pretty good actually. It's looking pretty good. Over in the back you see some stargrass, this new plant I got. So I got quite a new plants. My total plants of different types in this tank is up to, what is it, 21, 22? I got 21, 22 different species. I have to count them and make sure exactly. Look at the Riccia. I thought I got rid of all this stuff. I got frustrated one day. I was clipping it. It was going all over the place. So I grabbed it all and I tossed it. Few months later, it just popped out of nowhere again. And it's back with a vengeance. You see how nice it is? Pretty soon I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna make like a nice little floating DIY project over there in my 10-gallon, where I'm gonna keep the Riccia contained for my guppy fry to be able to enter it, and they find refuge in here, because my ram over there has been harassing them non-stop. But it's good, he calls them and he keeps the number down, so it works out for everybody. The rams get nice protein in from some live food. I get a little less guppies, because all of a sudden I just realized all my guppies are going to be like black bluish colors, because my orange ones are having a hard time surviving in here. They're being picked off, so only 1 or 2 survive each batch. Like for example, look at my man over here. He is a beauty. He was born here. He's the first generation. He's actually, oh wow, look at him too. You know what? I notice something new every day. He didn't have so much color like that. I have to stare at this tank a lot more often. Look, they look like twins now. That guy was remarkably smaller than the other guppy, and all of a sudden, look at them. There's another one right there. As you can see, they're having a hard time surviving. I'm only getting around 2 surviving each batch, which is ridiculous. But I have another 10-gallon. I might just separate my 2 orange guppies and just get like a whole batch of them like that. Or maybe just mix it up. put that yellow one with the orange one, see what happens. You never know. That's why I like guppies, man. Like they breed so quickly, and they're so easy to play with them. I mean, if you know the generic code, I mean, I know people that, you know, that can get characteristics of the guppy they want. You're like, okay, by some type of formula. I'm not even gonna get into all of that. I have no idea. I'm just speaking gibberish. I just take two colors I like, I put them together, see what happens. I mean, obviously with the two black ones, you can expect that they're all gonna come out the same color. I mean, they're pretty much, you know, it's a different strain. They're bred to be that way. But you know, if I put the orange one and the yellow one over here, every batch is gonna be different. So I know that for a fact. My rose line sharks are looking good. As you can see, they're all schooling together. My total is up to 5 of them now. My Siamese algae eater get in there and they get, you know, they start schooling with them. I only have one angel left. Unfortunately, I had both of my other two angels pass away. My black one just caught like some weird, you know, fin rot going on, and he just died. And then my little silver one, I don't know. Somebody was been bullying him, or he was bullied before, and I thought I could keep him alive, and I tried, man, but it was just his time. My other angel came a little beat up over here. As you can see, he's the marble one, and he's getting pretty big. But everything is growing pretty fine. As you can see, what do you call that again? The Brazilian pennywort, you know, is growing out of control, and needs a little bit of clipping done. So yeah, I always make a video. Is that a piece of moss there? Yes, it is. It looks like Java moss to me. And I have a couple different types of mosses here. There's Java moss, and there's also another, the one I have in my 10-gallon mixed in there too. So yeah, I never remember the name. I always called this. Okay, even now I'm blanking out again. It always happens when I get to this plant. I used to call it Glossostigma, but it's actually not Glossostigma. It's actually more, what is it called? Marcellia quadrifolia, something like that. Yeah, I think that's what it's called, man. I would definitely I always say I get the name. I always forget. What else I have going on over here? You know, dwarf side's going crazy. I have to do a little cleaning. As you can see, it's like a whole bunch of like dead leaves from the valves everywhere. You know, I have to really take care of this tank. I haven't had much time lately. I've just been, you know, feeding them, doing water changes, just getting them nice and plump, and that's about it. I got new plants. I'm just waiting for them to grow in. Like, I mean, I'm really excited about this. I just started with pretty much the basic Luigi or repens over here, some Italian valves over there in the back. What do you call these right here? The Rotella rondifolias, Rotella indica, whatever. Pretty much with some basic plants. And then I decided to switch it up. You know what I'm saying? I think I planted way too heavy. I wanted to try the Wallachia, go over here. I wanted to try the Roseifolia, the Glandulosa. I wanted to get, you know, a type of high grow. Oh, you know which plant I overlooked? My Blixa japonica right here. You know what it is? Oh, well, hey, Rams. Yeah, they're always fussing around. That's the alpha female there. My Blixa japonica, anyways. So I've had a few stems of this plant, and all of a sudden, it threw all its leaves to the wall. I think the rose line sharks threw them up in the air, and all of a sudden, I can't even concentrate. Look at that leaf in the back over there. I definitely have to stick my hand in there and just give this nice clean, you know, nice cleaning. At least, you know, remove all these dead leaves everywhere. They're really irking me anyways. So yeah, so I had about 3 stems of this plant, and they all flew up to the top. I couldn't find the little bulb. The bulb was probably somewhere in there, still in the gravel, or the base, whatever. They had a little bit of roots, and this is the only one that really didn't melt all the way and is still sprouting them out. Siamese algae's in the way. I'm really excited about that plant. It's a really good looking plant. I heard on the highlight it turns blood red. Look at my nice cherry barb. So hopefully they can start matching pretty soon. And I'm definitely gonna give this a try in my other 10-gallon tank. I have a nice escape set, you know, in mind. Hopefully it comes to life, and I'm really gonna take my time with the other 10-gallon. But yeah, guys, this is pretty much my my 55-gallon tank. Escape looks a lot different now that I ripped out all those plants. Like I said, I donated them to my cousin. He had a cichlid tank. He looked at my tank. He fell in love with it. He's like, man, I want to do something like this. So we took the 3 cichlids he had remaining, and We got, some Eco Complete. We started planting them. I donated some low light plants over there. Everything is growing really nice over there. It has the valve melting, all the valves are melting, and I told them it's normal. Different water conditions have been introduced, and the plant's been so used to growing in mine. You couldn't kill that plant even if you wanted to, man. I'm telling you, that plant is super hardy, and you're not gonna kill them. There's Rotala, and so is the Luigia repens. If you're gonna get, if you're starting off and you have like low light and you wanna get some plants, you'll go with Crips. Crips are awesome. Crips will grow, low, medium light. And the Rotala and the Luigia repens will grow pretty much anywhere, man. He only has one T5 in his 29 gallon, and it's very low light. It's very under wattage, and he's growing them. Everything is going good. We have a couple, new projects going on over there too. I'm just gonna see if I make a video of his tank. We're gonna get some CFL bulbs to fill in what the T5 can't handle, because a new fixture is an expensive investment. I mean, if you're gonna invest in T5s, you're gonna spend a pretty pennies, but even for a 2 light. So CFL bulbs are the way to go if you ask me. If you have a small tank, I would say not an extra tall tank. I prefer a shallower tank, but CFLs will be the way to go. One CFL bulb will cover about 12 inches. You know what I'm saying? For a 10 gallon, that's fine. Just make sure you put your low light plants in the edges, or depending where you position your light. If you have a 20 long, 2 CFL bulbs, you get a clip-on light at Home Depot for like $10. CFL bulbs at Home Depot, like a 5-pack for like $5 is what I spend over here in the Northeast. It's dirt cheap. CFL is the way to go. I mean, you get daylight bulbs. Your plants are gonna grow. And I mean, they're easy. There's an easy, cheap fixture to come by. Now, if you have something big that's like 4 feet long, like I have here, like my 55, I would suggest going in T5s or metal halide plants. I can't even pronounce that. HIDs, pretty much. I never looked into that. I know LEDs are ridiculously expensive, and if one burns out, you can't even replace it. They're all gonna start going one by one, and they're just gonna need a brand new fixture. If you do a DIY for LED, I think it's still pretty expensive, judging by the cost of each LED. If you're gonna do a DIY project on T5s, I mean, I looked into that, but you have to be pretty handy to deal with that. At least to run all the wiring and everything. I mean, I personally looked at it and it looked too hard for me to even try to do. But when I do order the ballasts for my T5 fixture, I will be replacing it myself, because ballasts is pretty much, I mean, I'm gonna it's plug and play. The wires I take out are the wires I'm gonna put back in. Anyways, everything is looking good. Like, again, I'm sorry for the glare. It's a daytime. I decided to make a video. Everybody's happy. Everybody's growing. My plants are growing. I can't wait till my scape fills in. I have a nice Dutchy style scape going on now. If my cabamba grows, everything else will grow. I'm only worried about that plant, honestly. That's the plant I'm worried about the most. I know I can grow everything else, and everything else is growing. Anyways, one tip about the Blixa japonica here that everybody told me, they're heavy root feeders. It may not seem like a stem plant, but it is actually considered a stem plant. What I did is I actually put a root tab almost right under it, and actually put a root tab almost right there because I want everybody to get some of it. But it's it's loving it right now. I think that's actually what helped, and I'm pretty sure the other one's gonna sprout back up. The baby tears are just in the way right now. Also, by the way, the reason I haven't planted that baby tear and I'm letting it just right out there, because I'm gonna cut that piece off and it's going to my 10-gallon tank. And mind you, my 10-gallon tank is gonna be medium low light with no CO2, and I'm gonna attempt to grow a baby tear carpet there. Yes, I will, because I mean, I know they don't need that much light, but they need CO2 for sure. I dose with liquid CO2. And you see this little bit of the baby tears right there? That right there has been growing for a long time. There is growing super slow, but it was being covered by all the Luigia repens, and it hasn't died. It's still growing, but very slow, which gives me a lot of hope that I can grow in low light. The CO2 might be a problem, but I'm dosing liquid ferts, so hopefully that helps. Um, Again, sorry for the video quality. I'm just want everything to fill in really nicely, get this Dutchy scape started. As you can see, I got my mid-ground plants over here. I got my background plants. They're gonna grow nice and tall. My Walichi. Also, let me show you a nice little secret I have over here. I need to cut it, but if you can see in the back, I got some rosifolia growing. Or is it? It's actually being blocked by, I don't know if you can see it. It's probably a failure right now. You probably won't even be able to see any of it. But it's actually, I have a little bit of rosifolia growing in the back over there behind it. They're not getting a little, okay, there we go. Can you see the little leaf over there? There's like 2 stems planted over there in the back. I want to see if I get them to grow a little bit in the mid-ground plant over here. But these 2 are growing perfectly fine over there. They're doing very well. But yeah, I'm getting my plant collections. I believe the new ones I got are a little less common than the ones I already have. They're all like, feed me. But the new ones are a little less common than the ones I already have. I'm getting some nice coloration here. As you can see, all the orange, all the pink, all the yellow. You know, there's a lot of nice colors in my tank right now. It's nice in copper colors. There's bright green, light green. I'm loving this right now. I love my collection of plants, and I don't think I'm gonna stop there, man. I just, you know, I love this hobby. This is something that really, you know, that really gets me going. Just, you know, just watching everything come together. If you look at my first video, like I have a, you know, pretty much just, you know, an empty tank with some gravel and 2 guppies in it, and then you see a little bit of green everywhere. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of green here and there, not everywhere. And I didn't even want to call it a planted tank, because that's not a planted tank. I mean, this right now, this could be considered a planted tank. Okay, that's a good outside shot of everything, and I'm really happy with my work. I'm very proud of myself. I wish I would have done this tank when I had more experience. I'm about, you know, 5 months in or so on doing this, and I mean, I'm learning a lot. You know, that's my thing. I like to, you know, I like to get better at what I do. I like to be the best at what I do, and obviously, I'm very far from even remotely considered good. I like to think of myself, you know, as still of a way much of a beginner. I know guys that are like that I will wish, you know, will escape one of my tanks or will give me a few pointers on, you know, on how to do it, because they have some wild escapes, and I mean, everything just seems to grow whatever they plant. I hope to be that good someday. But anyways, this is probably my longest video. I haven't made a video in a while. But yeah, guys, let me feed my fish. Let me enjoy my tank, and thank you for watching. If you like my video, subscribe, comment, likes, everything's appreciated. Later, everybody.